If your eyeliner looks good when you have your eyes closed, but then when you open it, it looks a little wonky, try this option instead. First, prep your eyes with some concealer. This is the Yensa Beauty concealer that I got in my Ipsy box. I actually really like it. I like using concealer because it hides some of the veins and discoloration, but you definitely want to set your eyes if you do use concealer. This is the e.l.f. powder. If you have hooded eyes, setting is a must. For this winged eyeliner look, we're going to use some tape. Don't angle it upwards, angle it more out, especially if you have hooded eyes. Everyone's eyes are angled a little bit differently, so you may have to play around and try a few times. So don't get discouraged after the first try if you didn't like the angle. We're doing more of a clean girl look, so I'm using this Il Makiage eyeshadow palette, going in with the lightest color first to carve out my hooded eye. This just adds some depth to your eye. Then going in with the darker color and keeping that towards the outer corner and creating a V shape. Pro tip, do this with your eyes open. That way you'll know where the eyeshadow sits when you have your eyes open. Do you have hooded eyes? And what do you struggle most with your eye makeup? Let me know in the comments. The key to smooth eyeshadow is just really buffing it out, so have patience. Then I'm going in with the lightest shade and keeping that towards the inner corner of my eye. I'm using a flat brush for this. I wanted to try and use all the colors, so I dipped into that like reddish pink color and just put that kind of in the center of my eye. Now for the wing, I'm using the Ciate Quick Flick, and I got this in my Ipsy box as well. I'm using all products that I got in that box. So just lining my lash line and then creating the wing. You don't have to worry about being messy because you have the tape there. But if you have hooded eyes, definitely do this with your eyes open. You want to be looking straight into a mirror because that's how the wing is going to look when you're naturally sitting with your eyes open. If you struggle with this, do it in short strokes. This way you're not applying too much all at once. If you have hooded eyes, make sure you're adjusting the way that you're looking into the mirror so then you can kind of tell how it will look at all angles. So see how I'm going basically right over that little crease or hood in my eye. That way I know it will look good when I'm looking straight and down. It will look something like this when you're done. Then you want to tight line your eyes. This is the About Face liner, and I'm just tight lining the upper waterline. Now for the best part, removing the tape. I want to clean this up a little bit, so I'm going in with a pointed Q-tip and just cleaning up the bottom of the wing just to make it a little bit sharper. If you're not loving the angle of the wing too, this is a great tip to adjust the angle that your wing is sitting at. Then curl your lashes. Then add some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. To finish off the lower lash line, I'm going in with the lighter matte shade and then dipping into the brown shade. I'm buffing the lighter shade across my entire lower lash line and then keeping the darker shade towards the outer corner. I'm not sure why I did mascara on the top lash first, but just add some to the bottom lashes. And you can leave it like this, or if you want it a little bit more intense, add in liner on your lower lash line. If you don't like the look of black liner, try a color or a brown. I used a green for this one. So when you're done, it'll look a little bit something like this. I'm going to finish the rest of my face. I'll timestamp where you can fast forward. I'm going in with the Maybelline Baby Skin. This is a silicone primer, which is great if you have larger pores or oily skin. Since we're doing a more clean girl makeup look, I'm going to do concealer first. I needed to brighten up my under eyes, so I'm going in with this pink concealer from Maybelline. And then I'm just blending it out with a beauty blender. How do you like to apply your base products? Do you prefer a beauty blender or brush? Then using the e.l.f. Halo Glue, this I love using for a more natural look. This will just give a little highlight to the face. I'm using the Makeup Revolution Silk Foundation. I've been really loving this. It's so glowy, but doesn't make you look greasy. Then I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm using just a darker shade or contour. And for my face, I'm using all drugstore products. You can still get a really great look with affordable products. With this concealer, you only need to use the tiniest amount because it goes a long way. Then for concealer, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. All the products will be listed in the description below. See what I mean about this going very far? Look at just the tiny dot I did, and it basically covered my whole cheek all the way up to my forehead. Would you be interested in seeing my favorite brushes? Comment below. I have another video on how to apply foundation for textured or dry skin, so check that out. I'll link it above and below. If you want to see shorter content, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm using the new e.l.f. liquid blushes. They're really good, and people are comparing them to dupes for the Rare Beauty. They're not as intense, so they actually might be a little bit more beginner friendly. So they might be worth a peek if you're interested. Then going in with the e.l.f. blush, this is the pink shade. I really like this. It's good if you have dry skin too. If you're going for a more natural look, only apply the powder in your T-zone or oily areas. Then using this Milani bronzer, I have been loving this. I've been picking this over my high-end bronzers because it's that good. It's a matte bronzer. If you like shimmer, you might not like this. And then going in with this OG Wet n Wild highlighter and just putting that on the high points of my face. I ordered a bunch of products from Yes Style, and this is one of their liners or lip liners. I really like it. You can't get this at like a CVS or Walgreens or something, but it's $1 and you can get it on Yes Style. I'll link everything below for you. And then I went in with the lip gloss. And this is the final look. I did add lashes, obviously, for a little bit more glam, but that's just personal preference. You definitely do not need to do this look with false lashes, but hope this helps my hooded eye ladies, and check out my other hooded eye makeup tips. I read all your comments, so definitely let me know your thoughts. And if you have any questions or need help with anything, let me know. If you want to learn some more makeup tips, check out these videos. And don't forget to follow.